The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake is a gorgeous, gorgeous game. It takes the Game Boy Classic and it spins it into something that's a bit better fit for modern gaming, with sensible gameplay tweaks, much better and broader controls for a system with way more buttons than the Game Boy had, and a sublime new art style that's somewhere between claymation and stop-motion puppetry. It's a delightful game and a wonderful way to revisit this classic, but it has a dark secret, a really rather wonky frame rate. Now let's be clear about this, the absolute frame rate isn't objectively bad. The game doesn't drop down to single figures, for example, and it's generally actually quite stable at 60 frames per second. But as you're going around the world, as it loads transitions, whether that's coming out of a cave and back onto the main Koholint Island, or crossing the borders from one area to the next, the frame rate will suffer, slipping from 60 FPS to 50, 45, even down to 30 FPS at its worst. It does so in a pretty ungraceful fashion, feeling like it's stuttering and staggering in a much worse manner than it actually is, and it takes a little while to recover. It's a shame that it's not managing to hold a steady 60 FPS, but it's only really a blemish on what I think is an otherwise fantastic game. These stutters only really quite rarely affect the actual gameplay, but they are particularly noticeable, and that's what makes them a real shame. We've got our full review over on the6thAxis.com, and I would ask you that you go and check that out. Also, make sure to like and subscribe before you leave this video. But I will leave you with an uncut few minutes of exploring Koholint just to see what the game is actually like in the regular run of play.